Hello, and thank you for allowing us the opportunity to present our digital strategy project entitled Mingle with the Manager, which is for the Colorado Rockies in an attempt to increase their Facebook awareness and their brand awareness through digital marketing. The situation is, back in the early part of the 20th century, baseball used to be America's favorite pastime. Now, based on more action-based sports, baseball is third. And so here in Colorado Rockies are behind the Denver Broncos and the Nuggets. And when you look at Facebook, Broncos have 1.6 million followers, Nuggets have 1.2, and the Rockies are half of that at 500. The Rockies in 2012 had a horrible season where they barely reached 50 games won, so they lost a lot of their fans due to that time period. They're in a rebuilding process right now, and so for the Rockies to bring back their fans, they need to reestablish themselves as a fan favorite and increase the digital interest, since baseball is a social sport. So the idea that we have behind here is the Mingle with the Manager, which is going to be a web-based social media talk show where you can access Facebook and speak with the manager directly, but not only speak with the manager and learn about the insights of the team through stats and all of his insights, but also chat with other fans about baseball related matters. The idea that we have for number 2, bringing in the brand awareness, is called cross-pollination, where you bring in interest from other sports teams such as the fans from the Broncos and the Nuggets. And what we're doing is we're trying to intermingle the sports here to increase brand awareness. If we can bring in at least 10% of the Facebook followers from the Broncos and the Nuggets, that's an increase of 280,000 Facebook followers, which is a 50% increase of what the Broncos or what the Rockies currently have. So as far as the business brand and consumer objectives, there's 4 elements that we're looking at. As far as the region is concerned, the Rockies are the only Major League Baseball team in a 9-state region. The atmosphere, you can see the picture to the right. There's no better day in the summer than to spend the day at Coors Field. And if the team's not doing good, they could play up the fans that are, or the teams that are visiting, teams and players. Sometimes that can be a draw. If the team isn't doing good, they need to market the teams that are visiting, such as the Yankees and the Red Sox. And as far as social media, the Rockies are extremely active in that. Not only are they available on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Google+, but they also have their own blog site called purplerow.com. So they are very active socially. As I stated before, the competition is going to include primarily the regional teams. We thought we would stay regionally because this cuts down on the budget, the overall cost. If it's a successful program, then we will look to go national, but initially we can keep it regional and keep the cost down. So the personas we gave are for the 3 different sports, baseball, football, and basketball. So in baseball, it's typically you're going to have a white male, 18 to 51, married with children, typically has a college degree, watches baseball for the social aspect, and prefers to use Facebook. On the football persona, you typically have a male or a female. This is the first time that you see a sport that's not predominantly male. There are a lot of females that watch football, typically aged 18 to 65. They have a college degree. They watch football for the action and the speed, and they prefer Facebook as well. As far as baseball is concerned, they actually prefer Twitter over Facebook. I think it's more of an instant activity, social activity that they use, and these typically are younger, 18 to 34. They do have college degree, and they again watch basketball for the action and the speed. So to be able to bring in these new fan base, the Rockies should strive to take the 10% of the 2.6 million followers to bring in to their brand. They need to put banner ads on Facebooks and websites announcing the Mingle with the Manager. They can advertise in the Rockies magazine and on Root Sports. And by creating the social media program, the Rockies are meeting the needs of the existing followers. As far as the legal and ethical considerations, you need to consider the freedom of speech. And so to do that, knowing that people typically are allowed to say what is on their mind, we're going to require all participants for Mingle to Manager to register, and by registering, they have to sign an agreement that states that they will not have confrontational language, and if they are having any confrontational language, they can be we can cease the discussion immediately, and we can remove them from the program so that they can no longer participate. To implement this, we will again begin the campaign locally, focus on the existing fans. We'll promote the acquisition of Broncos and Nuggets fans through Facebook, and then we'll also promote that you are supporting local businesses by participating. So part of the promotion and distribution plan, we have two ideas. One is a Denver Celebrity Softball game, where you'll bring in the sports players from the Denver Nuggets and the Broncos, as well as other celebrities, and all the ticket proceeds will go to the Denver Children's Hospital. All spectators will receive a 2-for-1 coupon to Rockies home game, and we'll have an online sweepstake for one Rocky fan to be able to travel with the Rockies to an away game. The other one is a cross-pollination sponsorship, where we'll create hat night at both the Nuggets and the Broncos. We'll create Colorado Rocky brand hats. They will have the Colorado Rockies logo, but the color of the hats will match the Broncos and the Nuggets collars. The budget, we are keeping at the $250,000 budget. $75,000 will go to a full-time employee for Mingle with the Manager. The celebrity softball game will cost approximately $150,000, and then the promotional merchandise for the softball game will be about $25,000. An optional budget item is that cross-pollination hat, which would be for 50,000 hats would be a cost of about $100,000 extra, but we believe that that would have a huge increase for brand awareness and acquisition. So there are going to be unintended consequences. We might not be able to find a night that's going to work for everybody for Mingle with Manager, but we'll try our best. Discussion topics that go awry can result in people not ever coming back to Mingle with Manager, and the interest in Facebook could change. That's always there. But with the cross-pollinating, we could result in a negative gain if interest in baseball takes more than brand awareness. A lot of times that's more than just the brand that you're going to get yourself interested in baseball. So that is a big risk, but we're willing to take it. We think that this program is going to be interesting. We think it's a great campaign for brand awareness. We think that it's going to take digital marketing to where we need to be for the Colorado Rockies, and we thank you for your opportunity in listening to us.